Hello everyone, it's Sue from Craft to Enjoy and welcome to my craft room today. Well, it's my little spare room that we converted into a craft room. Please let me know if you're hearing me okay. Send me a comment or something. I'm just going to pull my iPad down so I can see your comments. I think we are live and that's all working okay. That's looking good, looking good. I've had a few technical problems today. So this is my first Facebook Live. Keep saying YouTube, I've done lots of YouTubes. My first YouTube Live. I'm excited, and please leave me a comment. Anyone there? I think there is. Two watching. Okay, thank you very much for watching today. A little bit about me first. I've been crafting, well, forever really. As a little girl, ever since I can remember, I used to make anything crafting or anything. I think we had egg boxes, cereal boxes. My nan used. I live with my grandparents. I was brought up by them, and my nan used to make glue out of flour and water, and she used to make a little egg cup, and they used to have a little paintbrush that it didn't last very long, but I used to really enjoy it as a child. So since an adult, I've got into crafting, saw stamping and paper crafting, and thought, oh, I like a bit of that. So yes, that's me, and I've done it ever since, really, quite a long time now. I also am a UK Stampin' Up demonstrator, so and I'll go into that a bit more later on. So yes, I like to use their products. So I'm going to get cracking, and we're going to go from here, see my face, to down here. Hang on, I've got to make the click. Ta-da! There we go. So today I'm going to be using a few different stamp sets, and I've got a couple here. I'm going to start off with something really simple, dandelion wishes, and we're going to get cracking. I'm going to use this one here. I like these stamp sets because they've got it's got like main focal images, or you can convert them, but they've also got a few sayings in that as well, and they're quite cute, so I quite like them. So we like it. I think that's all okay. Just look at the comments. Yeah, for watching. Okay, thank you for watching. I'm going to start by doing something really, really simple. I'm going to use a note card, Stampin' Up note card and envelope. Just got them out of there. So these are really not, and they're slightly smaller than the normal sort of size, but they're quite nice. And I'm going to start by using this dandelion stamp, and I'm going to ink it up with Memento. I'm sorry, when I have a habit of when I just do that, it judders my camera a little bit, so I'm sorry about that. But there we go. So we're going to start by doing that. I'm just going to go straight onto the card, no layers. This one's going to do a basic flat card, and I've been guarding, so I have to excuse my hands. So that's my first. Just get you going. There you go. It's quite cute, isn't it? I'm in the top, also in the same set. I'm going to put a greeting in the bottom right, or should we do top right? Oh, and change it up a bit. This is very much how I craft, so I change my mind. I have ideas in my head, and I think, oh, that's all about a creative process. And there we go. How quick and easy was that? I hope you're seeing that. I'm sure you're seeing that okay. My lights and everything are on, so that all looks good. So yes, that's our first card. And I'm going to get my bone folder and just go across there like so. How cool is that? Quite easy. Oh, actually, I'm going to get some rhinestones on there and put some. I'm using a pokey tool and some rhinestones. I like using rhinestones because they just give it a bit of a different dimension. Oh, that's just flying across there. What I should have said at the start was I don't edit any of my videos. This is how I craft, and if anything flies across the other side of the room or anything else, and then you see probably it went over there, and that's where it goes. This is how you craft at home. This is very much how I want to be crafting on my videos. I pick it up with the pokey tool like so, and then just place it in the middle of the flower. I've just blinged that up a little bit to make it quite amazing, and I'm going to put one up the top right hand corner as well, I think. Yeah, there we go. And how cool is that? How quick and easy was that? My idea really is to get the nation crafting, and it's really difficult right now. And you could do this type of thing with children. There's just so many things you could do, and the meaning behind it is just making cards and sending them, giving them to people, and it's just such a lovely thing to do right now. So I should be sending this type of thing to lots of different people right now, and it's really just makes people's day, doesn't it? To sit down, made a card, and how quick and easy was that one? So I'm going to move on to the next one. I'm going to try and make a frame. So let me go. I've just got a few bits to drag in quickly. So my next card, I wanted to show you how I do my cuts, my mats and layers. So I just do it really simple. There are different ways out there, but this is the way I do mine. So I wanted to, there's my card. So I just wanted to put that up against one side. We'll see how much of a gap I needed to leave. I think you're just seeing that on the video. And then I just put 2 little pencil marks. I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer. Then we're going to just get that across. This is I like this paper trimmer. It's one of my absolute favourites at the moment because it cuts and scores. 2 different blades. That one's a scoring one, that's the cutting one, and it also has a 12 by 12 arm that comes out, and it's really cool. So I'm very fussy about some of my equipment, and this, I have to say, is one of my favourites. So I like that a lot. So I'm just going to make a frame, and that's that cut. I'm just going to get a rubber and just rub off. This annoys me. A pencil mark there. There you go. You never know. And then I wanted to get a framelit. A framelit, if you've not seen them before, is something like this, and they come in a set. I've already chosen a framelit, a stitch edged framelit, which is that size that I want to be using. Oh, is it that size or that size? Just put that back. That size. There we are. And you just choose whatever size you want. I like framelets because they are quite flat to store, and obviously they're going to make a lovely edge on my card. So I'm going to make a frame. Pick that up. I'm going to just drag in my Big Shot. My Big Shot is well used. My plates, my Big Shot plates are a bit bowing, really. They're a bit bowed in because they're very well used. We use them a lot when it comes to classes, and I do all sorts of things around here. I live in Folkestone by the sea, and we love it. So just putting that there, making sure that's going to be straight, and I'm going to put it through. So the sandwiching that you'll see in a second, I'm going to put it through my Big Shot machine. It does make a noise, it does crack, and it makes noises. So I'm just going to pull that out and I'll show you what I've done. So I have a magnetic platform, which means it holds the die in place. It doesn't slide around. I've also just put, to secure it, to double check it is in the right place, a bit of washi tape to make my window to my card. Just going to peel that off. So it is in the right place. So there we go. And there we go. So I like that. That's made my window for me. Obviously I may use that bit for another card. Right, the next thing I'm going to do is to make, that's my window. I want to do something in my window, so I'm just going to take this again and my Dandelion Wishes dandelion stamp, and I'm going to just come along there. Sorry, and I'm jotting you again. I'm making inking again. I'm going to do it about the centre. I'm going to let the ink transfer for a second, and there we go. Oh, I like it. I could raise it up on some sticky pads or some 3D foam, but I'm just going to leave it quite flat. So, and then I wanted to put, oh, before I do get there, from the Very Versailles stamp set, I wanted to use this Always Thinking of You. I quite like that. It's quite swirly and it's quite a nice font, really. So I just wanted to grab my black again. I've already mounted it onto a block, so I like the Stampin' Up blocks. I'm just going to turn it up the other way. There are lots of blocks out there. Some of them don't always I've just stuck that onto the acrylic block, but this has got quite a wide sort of place. It's nice to put your thumb. I think you're seeing that there. It's got all the way around, all 4 sides. It kind of gives you something to grab onto. Some of the ones are really difficult to hurt your fingers. I'm getting slightly older now, and I can really feel the difference in the blocks, and they're quite substantial. You can use these blocks for so many things, and mine get dropped on the floor, trodden on, and and they're really well used. A lot of my blocks, and they just seem to be indestructible, really. So that's why I use those. But this is going to be my card. So I'm just going to pop that down with some glue. And I'm just just going to pop some glue around that. The stitch edge framelits, they give you a lovely, lovely sort of like, I'll show you that in a second. Let me just grab that, put that down first. There you go. How good was that? Always thinking of you. Quite simple. Again, I could put some gems in there. I could leave it blank. Do whatever I think I prefer. That's card number 2. I like that one. Then I'm just quickly show you how I clean my stamps. I use a Stampin' Up! Chamois. Over the years that they've been various different items of products that have been to use the stamps. I have to clean the stamps. We've used mountains of baby wipes, but it's just not very eco really. And this is like a spongy type. I'm trying to pick it up. This is like, I don't know what it's made from. It's like a sponge, and basically like a silicone sponge. And you just pop it in there. I've well used mine for. I bought one side for colour and one side for that, and you can wash them in the washing machine. Apparently, I've not done that yet with mine, but it's amazing. It works really well. They're obviously a bit damp. You just need to go on a bit of paper and you can go again. And that's how I clean them. How I clean all my stamps like this now. Just give them a little turn around like that and it's clean, gone. Even with StazOn and stuff, I do exactly the same. And StazOn is notoriously a pigment ink that's stronger. So we like things that are quick and easy. So yes, I'm going to show you the number 3 card. And my number 3 card is going to be using the same stamp set. I'm just going to get my little basket from my prep box. So from the same stamp set, I just want to show you that it goes so many different places and you can do so many things with it. And this is just literally 10 minutes of me playing with it really. You can do so much, I'm sure you can do so much more with a stamp set than what I'm doing here. So I'm using a palette that's a neutrals palette here. I've got, this is Crumb Cake, this is Early Espresso, this is Soft Suede, and this is Very Vanilla. So I just put them together this afternoon and just thought I'd do something a bit different. So I want to start by doing my my sunflower, my dandelions again, and I'm going to use the same colour. This is one of the reasons that I love Stampin' Up, because this is Early Espresso ink, Early Espresso card, the same colour. It's really frustrating as a crafter when you start or you know, you may be halfway through and think nothing's matching. If you're colouring it, I see people colour in such beautiful works of art and they are amazing, but to me they don't quite look right, if that sounds, you know, but the colours don't match. And you know, the Early Espresso ink, that ribbon, the pens, the blends, whatever you use in that ink, and the whole range of colours, it all matches. So it's really taken out a lot of the guesswork for you, because you think, oh, I'll get that red pen, and I go to another shop, I buy that red pen, and then you're like, oh, I want that red card. It doesn't match, and it looks a bit odd. So this is taken out a lot of the guesswork, and this is one of the main reasons that I like Stampin' Up. Also, these ink pads, I've had some of my ink pads for, I don't know, 5 or 6 years. You can also re-ink them. So you get a little bottle of ink and you just go over the ink bit. Obviously they're very juicy. That's where that's the ink pad part. But this part you can use as a palette. You can't do that with every ink pad. So I'm going to show you how you do that. I'm not doing that today, but you just squeeze it out. I'm giving it a squeeze there. And in here, there's some ink. And let me just quickly grab a water brush. And there is our ink. You can colour that in watercolour. There's so many options here. I'm just going to put that lid back on, but there's so many options here that you could do, and you know, you just don't get that option with everything, with you know, everything. So I'm just gonna, not all, there are ink pads and there are ink pads, and this is a couple of pound more, but you know, I think it's really good value, because you know, some of my ink pads I've had 5, 6, 8 years now, and I re-ink them. And some of my, if you've got a colour that you use a lot, your favourite colour, like I like my Old Olive, which is going to be appearing in the next card. I've used that quite a lot. I'm just going to make sure it's all inked up properly. I use my Old Olive a lot, and I re-ink it. So I've had the same ink pad, and it gets used quite a lot. So it's good. You can, I think in the long run, it actually saves you money by the time you've messed about and bought the cheaper ones. You know, it's quite, you know, it's not really economical. So I've done that in a different, that's the same colour rather. So I'm going to start putting my card together in a second, and I'm going to, in the same stamp set, where's it gone? There it is. I wanted to use this little sort of like one of the sort of like petals, is it, of the dandelion, or I don't know what they've got a proper name, but I don't know what it is. So I'm going to use that to create a bit of a background. So I'm just going to grab on this section of the card, I'm just going to grab my I've mounted that up already on my block, and they're easy to mount up. You know, there's my block, there's my stamp. How easy is that? I've got a Whisper white ink here that I'm using. I'm just going to gently, very gently, sort of tap that in. Double check it's okay. I'm going to create a bit of a pattern. Oh, this is so, they've said now that stamping and anything paper crafting or crafting is really good for you. So, you know, I come in here and I just absolutely love my craft room. So, well, my spare room actually it is. So that's that. How quick and easy was that? I think you've seen that. I'll leave that over there to dry for a second. This ink takes a few minutes to dry, so I'm going to get everything put together apart from that piece, and we can come back to that. So I'm just going to put some glue on these and put these together. I'll double check I've got my folder bit at the top and don't put it upside down, because that would be terrible. I have done that before, so I always make a point of double checking it's up the right way, because you need to be able to get into the card. I don't edit any of my videos on my YouTubes or my Facebook lives. We just go for it, and whatever happens, happens. So if something doesn't go quite right, you know, I show you how to put it right, because it may well happen to you at home. So sometimes it's just like a happy accident, you know, and I just think, well, that's it. That's the way I craft. So I'm just going to put that in the centre. I've cut all these pieces ahead of time, so that's that piece down. I wanted to put a sentiment on this. I was going to put the, oh yes, yep. I want to put the sending well wishes your way. I want to do that in the bottom corner, and I'm going to do that in the same colour again. So I've done, you notice I've done the same colour. I've done the focal image of our dandelions. I'm now going to do the sentiment as well. So we quite like that. I'm just going to double check that's well inked. Sending right up the right way. Sending well wishes your way. So I like it. I'm going to close that up because I'm going to get in a mess otherwise. There we go. And I'm going to put, that's going to go about there, and that bit is going to go about there. I quite like that. Oh. Get excited. So I'm going to stick that bit down first. I'm going to turn that around so I can see what I'm doing. I want a little gap there, hopefully. Yep. So you can see the darker colour underneath. Early Espresso. I like it when a stamp set goes a long way, and it's very versatile and it does lots and lots of things, so I like that a lot. I'm going to just get some linen thread here, and I'm just going to, it's got a kink. Can you see the kink in it from where it's come off the card? So what I'm going to do is like a wrapping, you know when you do your ends and you're doing your wrapping paper, your at Christmas when you're doing your very pretty packaging and you're doing all your ribbons and things. I'm just exactly the same as that to get the kink out. And I'm going to just hold that. I'm going to go around a couple of times. So I'm just going to get around the bottom. I'm just going to give that a little 2, 3, about there. I'm going to get my scissors and cut the end off. I'm just going to do a knot. And I'm just going to move some of my threads around a little bit. I might move them down a bit. I've got my finger there, and hopefully that'll work. There we go. So I'm just going to move those down a little bit. I've gone around about 4 times there. Around that. I like that. Sometimes I like it up, sometimes I like it down, sometimes I like them together. You can have them however you like. I actually quite like them. Options here. I'm just getting, there we go. I quite like that. So I'm going to cut my ends off. Look about the same. There we go. And I'm going to put some 3D foam on there, some dimensionals. to make that raised up on this part of the card. This would be a great hobby or something for the children. Get the children involved. You know, this would be absolutely brilliant if you've got any children that want to do any stamping or whatever. You know, and the children are all at home, you know. Just imagine sending a hand-stamped card to someone. Just get out there, just whatever you've got in your house, just start doing something, and then you think, oh, I might want to do something else now. And, you know, Stampin' Up, I must say, are still delivering in the UK as at the time of speaking now, which is 25th of April at 5 o'clock. They are still delivering into the UK, so you can go on my website. And I know not every shop's open right now, and it's a real shame for everyone. But Stampin' Up are still taking orders, so you can go straight over to my website, put the things in your basket, and they'll deliver to your door. Obviously, social distancing of the UPS driver. So, and that's the card. I like it. Please let me in a comment to see if you like it too. I can't see any of your comments for some reason on my screen here, so I know we are live, but I can't see any of the comments, so I will catch up with them later when I finish the live. I've got one more card to show you before I go today, and I wanted to use the very Versailles, and I thought, oh, should we do something different? Bit of colour around, get my other basket in. I'm just going to move those stamps out of the way, otherwise I'll get them into an inky mess. Put those ones in. So I've got a few different stamp sets, inks and also as well. So this is something I do quite a lot when you do a coffee and card. I know there's some ladies watching that may come to my coffee and card in Folkestone that we normally do, and it's really sad that we're not together and doing the same things that we normally do right now. But you know, absence makes the heart go stronger, as they say. So I'm definitely missing everyone. So I hope everyone out there is safe and well. All my ladies that normally come to my coffee and card. And also I'm going to do I think it's a ivy type thing. I think that's an ivy. So I've got some glue on there from another project that I've been doing. I'm going to get my green, and this is this is a mossy meadow, and I'm going to use an old olive ink. Although this is slightly darker, the matte that I'm going to put it onto, I'm not too worried about that. I know it will look okay. So I'm going to ink that up. So this is my full strength. I wanted to show you that's all inked up, so I'm going to go over the sim. That's full strength. That's one. I'm not inking it up. I'm going straight over the similar sort of area, 2, and then about 3. So that's 3 different without inking. You see the different colours that we've got there. That's quite cool. I like that. Just going to clean that one a sec. So I get an inky mess otherwise. I wanted to put a sentiment on the bottom, and I'm going to actually come back to my early espresso, and I'm going to use Always Thinking of You for the bottom. I'm not inking that up particularly well, but I'm a bit of a wonky angle to double check. That looks good to me. So I'm going to put that on the bottom. Always Thinking of You. That's pretty cool. I think you've got that. Yep, I think you've got that on the webcam. And then I wanted to put in as a different, I could leave that as it is, but I wanted to, this on the stamps, there's this like scripty type thing that I absolutely love. That's very versatile. This sort of scripty one that I liked. I thought, oh, what can I do with that? So I'm going to ink it up in a bit of crumb cake, which is quite a pale sort of browny sort of colour. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that, and I didn't want like a full strength ink, so I'm going to stamp off on there, and I'm going to put a little bit kind of on there like so, and I want a little bit down there, so it kind of gives it a bit of balance. What do you think of that? I like it. Just going to close that up, and I'm going to put this card together like that. And even though I've used the other colour, that's a mossy meadow colour, and that's an old olive, it still goes. So again, some greens don't go together, and Stampin' Up's no exception to that. But some of them, if you're a few shades, so like a mid or a a strong green, a dark green, and mid green. It's like a paler green or an appley sort of green. Then may not go, but Stampin' Up, if you they do work. So, and I like that too. Again, it's taking a lot of guesswork out for you if you're new, or and also I think sometimes you can spend an absolute fortune trying to buy something that just simply doesn't work. So I like that too. Let's just put that on and put that, glue that down. Again, I'm going to do it flat because I'm going to actually send this card to somebody. Oh, my glue isn't coming out. And there we are. And there we are. I'm just going to grab my foam folder quickly and go over my foam folder. There you go. So nice crisp edge to the card that make it go. So there is my 4 cards for today. Hope you saw that one okay. I think you got that, yeah. I like that. So I've done 4 cards. Didn't take that long. I know I had a bit of prep done before the time. But let's get a foam folder on that one because we haven't done that. Let's do that one. And there we are. So we've done quite a basic card though. We started off with quite a basic card and then we've moved up, stepped it up, then a window card. Oh, let's go over that one, make sure it fits nice. How cool were they today? Pretty cool. Well, thank you very much for watching today. I really appreciate all your comments, and I will get back to you because I can't see them at the moment, but I will. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Obviously, you can hop over to my blog. There's quite a lot of inspiration. There's quite a lot of blog posts and that over there you can have a look at if you're thinking that. If you have any questions, anything about what you've used today, or have any crafting questions, let me get in touch and let me know. I'll be happy to help you advise you what I use. I've been crafting quite a long time now. Obviously, you can get in touch with me. Don't be afraid to get in touch. I'd love to hear from you. Please leave me a comment about what you think about today's video, and please keep safe and well. I also just wanted to show you that I've been making cards for the NHS as well. Let me grab my NHS card. Where's it gone? So this is one I did on a previous video on a YouTube. So this is a Scrubs card that I've been making for the NHS. So these cards are going out to local hospitals. So they're really cool. I'm going to probably do them in different colours for the uniforms that the nurses and that wear. So thank you very much, NHS. This is my bit for you. And thank you for what you're doing for us all out there. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching today. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. And I hope to see you next time real soon. Keep safe and well, everyone. And keep crafting on. Thank you. Bye-bye.